Alright everyone, we're doing the POV view. I forgot to charge up my other camera. So we only got one view. We only got one view for this one. But hey, we're in Hellcat Axle take 2.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Or take 3, whichever you want to call it. We put them on, we took them off. I got the tone rings. We're gonna put them back on and see what happens. So stay tuned. Alright folks, you saw it on the thumbnail, heard it on the intro. We're back messing around with Hellcat axles on the 5.7 RT.
No, 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 hell no, 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 I refuse, no, no.
So we're going back to the mechanic to throw these Hellcat axles back on again. Only difference is this time I got the ABS tone rings to put on there. So hopefully that's the only issue that we have putting these axles back in. So we'll get to the shop, we'll get them back in, we'll take it for a test drive, and we'll go from there. But I'm just gonna let the camera roll. We're gonna head to the shop, and I'll see you when we get there. Alright folks, here we are again. Shake and bake on the lift, Mike tearing everything apart. So we're gonna go ahead and put these rings on. I'm gonna take you up there, show you how to put the rings on. Alright, I know y'all gonna get me on this too. Yeah, he's using a metal hammer, he's not using a rubber hammer. But you know what, he's just lightly tapping it on there. So you just lightly tap these on till they fit. We're gonna put the axles in, go for a drive, and see what happens. I'm not gonna show him taking everything apart and putting it all back together again. If you wanna see that, oh, you know what? I did take it off the last video. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, some of y'all saw it on the last video that I took down because the information I put out was totally wrong. So now we're trying to do things totally right. So let me go back through, give you the big step-by-step on how to do this. So first thing you got to do is go ahead and get the exhaust out of the way. All you do is loosen up the hangers in the back, one here, one over here, and then you loosen it up. If you got a good nice catback like Borla makes, you can take it right off here in the middle. Some of them you got to go all the way back here towards the cats. But Borla made this pretty well pieced together, so you can kind of get it wherever you need it. There she goes. There it goes. All right, you got to get rid of the old rid of the old tailpipes. Then you're gonna come up in here, you're gonna take off the drive shaft. All of these nuts, bolts right here, right? You're gonna flip them around, you're gonna take down the drive shaft. See, this is what happens when you got the right tools for the right job, right? If you don't have the right tools, it makes it a lot more difficult. Arguably, you could do this in your driveway, but I think it'd be much more difficult because just getting up underneath the car, getting everything out of the way, it's just easier when you got it up on a lift.
What's your last name?
Huh?
What's your last name?
Star? Star. The Iron Man.
Just go up in there, take all those bolts out. Little roll of the drive shaft to get to the top bolts. Little zip zip with the magic tool. Then you got to get the little persuasion tool to make sure you knock it out of the way. Now, I know some of y'all told me last time not to leave these things hang down, but we're not letting it hang down very long. And it's just a few minutes, and really it's more or less laying on that heat shield anyway. So it's not really hanging down all by itself. So don't hit me up on, I get what the manual says, Mike gets what the manual says, but you know, it's not gonna be hanging there very long because this is not gonna take long at all. Right? So you got 4 bolts, you got one on this side, one on the other side, and then you got these long bolts right here. One right here, and one right here. And they're long, so they're gonna take you a little bit. So once we get those bolts out, I'll come back on. We almost got these long bolts out. Now all you do is drop the diff, pull the axles out, take out that nut right there, push out the axle, push it out that way, take out the axle, put the new one in, and we're golden. So for those of you that did see the last video, that's the reason why I took it down, because I said you can't do it, but you actually can do it. After a lot of people hit me up on Facebook, a lot of people hit me up on Instagram. I even had people texting my phone telling me, Don, you could do it, you can do it. So I went out, actually did the research, and basically all you got to add is the ABS tone rings. You know, if we would have swapped them out to begin with, of course we would have had them on the wrong side, but we wouldn't have all the ABS errors and that we were getting before. So, you know, a little persuasion to get it out of the diff. And again, I know you guys are gonna get me on letting it hang, but you know what? Those CV joints are going bad anyway, so I'm not too worried about those. And when we put the other ones in, they're not gonna hang that long, so they'll be fine. Promise you. So then we just do the jiggle dance on the other side. Pull out the other axle. Drop the diff out of the way. Come in. Like I said, zap those, the 2 wheel nuts. Whoop, 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 whoop. And bam, we're in like Flynn. All right, be back in a minute. All right, one more thing. There is a difference between the 2 axles. There's a bigger axle and a smaller axle in diameter, right? Whoop, 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 whoop. The bigger diameter axle goes in the driver's side. If you can see how thick that is. And come down here, you can see this one's not quite as thick. That one goes in the passenger side. So if you're doing this, make sure you put them on the right side, because we messed it up last time. All right, folks, we are on our maiden voyage with the Hellcat axles. 1 on the right side, and 2 got the ABS tone rings in there. what happens. Oh yeah, I think I had the ABS light by now, and I literally just came out last time.
Hot damn hell yeah, y'all the baddest. Get some.
Yes sir, yes sir. Looking good, looking good. We're just gonna take her for a little rip, get up here, go up around, get back on 50, come back around, just get a good rip, make sure we're not leaking any grease, make sure we don't get any codes. Right now I said we're still doing good, so I don't have any codes. Runs, seems to be running fine. It is a little stiffer, so I think, you know, I do think those CV joints were definitely going bad at best. So yeah, she seems a little stiffer now. Now I know a lot of people were like, well, what are you getting out of Hellcat axles? The only thing you're really getting out of the Hellcat axles is kind of that peace of mind, where if you got significant power gains in your 5.7, that you're not going to snap an axle, you're not going to break any CV joint, you're not going to break any CV joints or anything like that. So it's all about peace of mind at this point. Not, I'm not adding any power or any torque or anything like that. It's just peace of mind that with Hellcat axles, I pretty much know I'm not going to snap them bad boys. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this drive, get back to the dealership, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, we are headed out. We're headed back home. Axles are in, did the test drive, no lights, no grease, no nothing unexplained.
Hot damn hell yeah, y'all the baddest. Get some.
So we are headed to the house. So that's gonna wrap it up for this one, folks. If you're stopping in for the first time, do those 4 things. Subscribe, hit that like button, give me a comment on them videos that you like, and hit that notification bell to get notifications when I upload new content. So that's it for this one. Until next time, everybody, adios.